We're going to be doing a little bit of gong playing on this, I believe, 32-inch pasty gong that I play during sound baths. So a couple of the instruments I'm going to be using are some mallets. They're all friction mallets. And this is what they look like. And you can find these on Amazon as well, right? So, and you'll get to see the different sounds that they make. And so with sound healing, I was just watching a video I watched a little bit of it on Gaia TV, and they're talking about the frequencies of sound, right? So basically our bodies are made up of energy. As another video, I was explaining that oxygen is energy. The plants and the trees make oxygen, and they get their energy from the sun and water. So we consume that energy, whether we're eating plants, whether we're inhaling oxygen. So, and then we're drinking water, right? So 70 some percent of our body is made up of water, right? So if our body is made up of energy, then if we need healing, we can use different sound frequencies to create healing in our body. Possibly in our mind as well, right? It takes us into a state of meditation where we can relax more, and a lot of that inner work is being done. Whether those emotions start coming up and we're doing some of that inner work, that inner forgiveness, it takes us into that state, right? So in this video, we are going to be playing the gong, and it's kind of my freestyle playing, so I'll go ahead and start. And if you love it, like my video and look at the rest. So we're going to go ahead and activate the gong. We're taught by some not to play in the middle, right? And you may, when you hit the gong, you may swipe up, you may swipe down, right? And you can freestyle, play different sides, right? And one of the things that we try not to do is crack the gong. Not physically crack it, because it's pretty sturdy, pretty solid, but where people are in meditation or they're in that meditation state that you don't overdo it, right? I'll show you something like similar sound. It would be like playing too loud, and when you hear that the gong start to make certain noises, it's just not comfortable. So. So that sound, right? So we want to be mindful that it's kind of like you're kind of rising into that sound, right? So you need to back up a little bit and kind of take, ease off the gong a little bit, in my opinion, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and get a blanket to sit on here, or kneel on, and we'll go ahead and play the gong. I'll be using the friction mallets in a little bit, and I'll kind of as I'm using them, I'll kind of show you which one I'm using. Okay. You can relax in a comfortable state, or you can just continue to watch the video. So that's it. That's just some of the gong. I just wanted to share that with you. These mallets are M3s. You know, they're one of my instructors. I was told to get the M3s. Well, that's what they prefer. And these are the friction mallets I was showing you earlier. Now, when I play it, I kind of push on it. So I'd be pushing down on the gong, you know, kind of like a slight bend. And you got to play around with that to get that sound, right? That friction. You'll get used to it. And there's just different frequencies or different sounds. I would say it's more of a freestyle. I'd like to say I just kind of work with the divine or spirit within me to play. So when I'm playing and I'm in ceremony, I'm just letting it flow. So, and again, you know, I was showing you earlier, try not to crack the gong by hitting it too hard or, you know, rising up into that sound. So this is like normal, but if you hit it hard, that's what we don't want, right? Because that like startles people. Yeah, we want to shake all that negative energy out of them, but not like that, right? We want to leave them in that relaxed state, meditative state, take them through a journey, and just do it with love and care. And that's it for this video. There is other instruments I will try to share at different times in other videos. So namaste, thank you.